Escape rooms have exploded in popularity, offering immersive challenges where players race against the clock to solve puzzles. These environments are designed to be stressful, simulating high-stakes scenarios like jailbreaks or discovering hidden artifacts. However, the core experience relies on a fundamental condition: voluntary confinement within a small space.
While excitement is the primary draw, the enclosed nature of these spaces can trigger strong psychological responses, especially for individuals predisposed to anxiety disorders. The feeling of being locked in fundamentally alters the player's baseline comfort level. This setup requires designers to tread carefully, balancing intense immersion with player well-being.
Claustrophobia, defined as an extreme or irrational fear of confined places, is the most critical psychological challenge in escape room design. It is not just discomfort, but a recognized anxiety disorder that can lead to genuine panic attacks. The deliberate lack of easy escape is the core mechanism that triggers this response.
Beyond the physical dimensions of the room, several design elements heighten feelings of confinement. These include low ceilings, lack of windows, dim or flickering lighting, and the use of heavy sound effects or background noise. These sensory stressors compound the anxiety associated with being enclosed and elevate the psychological pressure.
When a player begins to feel trapped, their autonomic nervous system initiates a fight or flight response. This cascade of physiological changes includes increased heart rate, shallow breathing, sweating, and disorientation. In an escape room, neither fight nor flight is readily available, intensifying the perceived threat. Paradoxically, the high stress levels intended to increase excitement can severely impair the cognitive functions needed to solve the puzzles. High anxiety reduces working memory and logical reasoning, turning a fun challenge into a frustrating or terrifying experience for some players. Clear thinking becomes obscured by the need for immediate relief. Symptoms of escalating claustrophobia during play include hyperventilation, dizziness, uncontrollable trembling, and an overwhelming urge to exit the space immediately. These signs are crucial for staff to identify, as they signify a transition from voluntary participation to involuntary panic. The line between immersive tension and genuine distress is subtle but critical. Designers intentionally push players to the edge of their comfort zone to create excitement, but must never cross into causing actual psychological trauma. This requires careful playtesting and calibration of room size, puzzle difficulty, and environmental stressors. The goal is intense tension, managed safely, not psychological harm. Many successful rooms achieve the feeling of confinement without relying on physically small dimensions. They use visual barriers, locked-off sections, or darkness to simulate enclosure, tricking the mind into perceiving limited space. This psychological trickery provides the thrill while keeping physical escape routes accessible.
Game masters are the first line of defense against panic. They must be highly trained not only in puzzle flow, but in recognizing nonverbal cues of psychological distress. Monitoring screens and audio feeds allows them to intervene proactively, offering guidance or initiating an early exit sequence before panic escalates.
The single most important mitigation factor is guaranteeing a rapid and immediate exit at all times. Physical doors must be either unlocked or operated instantly by a clearly marked, easily accessible panic button. The perception of being truly locked in is the greatest psychological risk, and its removal is essential for ethical operation. Before the game begins, an explicit verbal briefing on safety protocols is mandatory. Players must be informed exactly how they can end the game immediately, whether by shouting a safe word or hitting a specific button. This knowledge reduces baseline anxiety, assuring them that control is always within reach. Designers can subtly introduce visual cues that counteract feelings of entrapment. These might include hidden vents that imply air circulation, the incorporation of mirrors to visually expand the space, or ensuring ceilings, even if low, are painted in light, non-oppressive colors.
Psychological manipulation can work both ways to enhance comfort. Some rooms intentionally use very small spaces, such as closets or tunnels, as temporary puzzle segments. When implemented, these segments must be brief, voluntary, and offer redundant exit mechanisms. The player should always be aware that the tight space is a choice for puzzle progression, not a permanent prison. Lighting is a powerful tool for controlling player mood. If a player shows signs of panic, the game master can immediately increase the overall light level, overriding the atmospheric darkness. Brighter light is fundamentally linked to safety and visibility, immediately reducing the psychological impact of being lost or trapped. The implementation of a clear safe word gives the player an immediate, non-confrontational way to signal distress without breaking character for the rest of the group. Upon hearing the safe word, the game master should immediately halt the clock, activate the lights, and facilitate the player's extraction from the scenario. Following a high-intensity game, especially one involving a panic incident, a proper debrief is essential. Staff should ensure the player feels validated and safe, reinforcing that the experience was voluntary theater, not a real threat. This post-game support helps prevent residual anxiety or negative association with the activity. The escape room industry, though largely self-regulated, increasingly mandates these safety and psychological standards to ensure professional operation. Ethical providers recognize that the longevity and reputation of the business depend on maintaining a careful balance between extreme fun and absolute safety. Profit cannot supersede player welfare. When implemented correctly, the thrill of the confined space enhances the entire experience, making the eventual escape intensely rewarding. The sensation of overcoming a stressful, high-pressure environment is what keeps players returning, knowing that the perceived threat is always managed by trained professionals. Escape rooms offer a unique blend of challenge and adventure within a controlled environment. By understanding the psychological impact of confined spaces and diligently employing robust mitigation strategies, designers ensure that the ultimate goal is always achieved, an exhilarating, memorable, and above all, safe experience for every player.